Okay. So, so the person I am going to talk about is the same person I'm doing my case study on for evidence-based practice. It's the degloving injury to the peroneal tendon, the myo, uh, myotendinous junction of the peroneus longus muscle, and there hasn't really been any complications, but I'm just like super confused because she tore it about a month ago. She was initially injured about a month ago, and she just got out of her boot. She's not in her boot full time anymore. She started full range of motion ankle exercises this past week. But when I asked my preceptor like about it, like, oh, she's out of the boot, like, is she going to come back this season? He said, oh no, she's out for the whole season, like, no doubt. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, she's out of the boot, she's starting full range of motion exercises. Like, maybe she makes it back toward the end of the season, but I don't know. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy how slow these things happen, because it's like, I don't know, because I guess part of it is the fact that she has to be fully healed, and then come back in condition and be in playing shape. And like, there's another girl on the team who she's coming back from a meniscus surgery. I think she's cleared to play in their next game, I think, and she's been training real hard to get back in. And I actually got a text from when I was on the road this weekend. I got a text from Dylan saying like, hey, I don't know if you know, I don't know where you're at, but I'm coming out of O'Connor right now, and I looked on the field, and one of your girls is out on the field throwing up right now, and it's like 93 degrees. So I don't know if it's a heat illness or what. And I was like, well, I don't know. She's probably just conditioning. Like, we came out to practice like 3 days ago, and she had just been running, and she was like, my lungs are on fire. Like, I feel like I'm going to throw up, and all that stuff. So, but anyway, so they're kind of,
Did you see her? Like, did you go out?
No, I was on the road. Dylan texted me, and I was in like Indianapolis. So I texted my preceptor, and I was like, hey, I don't know if I'm sure you know, but in case you don't, I just got a text saying that somebody's outside throwing up on the field, and it looked like one of our girls. I thought I would let you know. And he said, yeah, it's all taken care of. Like, we're fine. Like, everything's good. But like, I guess that's something that I don't ever think about, is like, these girls who get hurt, like, deconditioning happens in what, 10 days?
Yeah,
like,
2 weeks.
Yeah. After 2 weeks, you start deconditioning, and this girl's been out for a month. The girl that has the degloving injury, she's been out for a month. She's not even completely cleared for any contact yet. She just started range of motion. But like, I guess it's just like, we think of these. Sometimes I feel like we think of these patients as like textbook. Like, it's like, this is what happened, and it takes this long for the progression, for the healing process to happen. But it's like, it's crazy. Like, especially this kind of injury. Like, I can't find any research on this injury. So like, in my mind, it's never happened because I can't find anything on it.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. Like, it's crazy to think that like, she's already out of her boot and starting full range of motion exercises. But it's like, I don't know. And like, there's still new symptoms like popping up, like the whole nervous issue, she has like numbness, like paresthesia in the top of her foot. And like, I didn't know about that until I like asked the doctor, because we're not really treating that. Like, I've been involved in all of her rehab and stuff like that, and I had no idea that was a thing, because that, like, you can't treat that. Like, that's just something that has to come back, and either it does or it doesn't. Like, there's not really much you can do.
Is it radiating, or is it just on the top of the foot?
So it's like the front of her, it's like the peroneal common perineal and like superficial perineal nerve. So it's like the front of her tibia, and then the top of her foot.
Okay.
And the PT that I talked to that's treating her says that she thinks that the initial injury of the tendon happened when she like made like a forceful like inversion, like a cutting motion, and it like pulled, it like strained that's how the injury to the tendon happened. But then she also thinks that the tendon the nerve was pulled, and that's how it got injured. So she said, unless we, unless we run extensive tests, there's no way for us to know the extent of the damage. So it's just like, I guess that's another thing that we're trying to treat that I hadn't, that was kind of hiding in the weeds. Like I didn't know we were treating it. I thought we were just treating the injury. But
when did you find out that it was that she was having nervous issues?
When I went for her last appointment, when I sat in on the last eval that was last Friday, last Friday. That was when I found out, and that's when it might have been Monday of this past week, because she's usually there on Mondays. The PT is. So I went in on Monday and I like kind of picked the PT's brain about it, and that's when I found out that she had nervous issues, because I didn't think she had nerve damage.
Yeah.
But crazy.
Real quick, you keep saying degloving. Can you define that for me? I'm not sure.
So like the way, and this is a rough description because I'm not even completely sure what it is, but it's like the best way that I can describe it is if you imagine a banana, and the yellow part of the banana is the muscle belly, and then the stem is the tendon. The way that it was described to me is that the muscle just kind of like peeled away. So like if you can imagine just taking part of the banana and peeling it away from the stem, that's kind of what it was explained. Like that's kind of how it was explained to me.
Yeah.
So like part of like the myotendinous, if this is like where the muscle and the tendon meet, it just kind of peeled off and like just kind of like flared away.
It was like a tear, but in a different direction almost.
Yeah, and it was just part of it. It wasn't even the whole tendon. So it wasn't like it didn't snap. It just like part of it peeled off. And I talked to the doctor about it, and she said she thinks that it was like a malformation of that myotendinous complex, which just like made a weak spot. So that's why it broke right there. And when in reality, if that was strong, it would have just torn off the bone, and it would have been a tendon rupture. But because she thinks it was a malformation, so that's why it was just a weak point that it took that. But
I mean, that's something we never talk about, so that must be difficult for you to go over. But it's a good learning experience. So I wrote down some stuff, like maybe, I don't know, you probably have already considered this in your rehab with her. You said she's going to be out for the year, and you were wondering why she couldn't kind of get back into the swing of things by the end of the season. Have you guys done any like upper body conditioning or stuff that doesn't involve any weight bearing on her ankle?
Kind of. We have one of the little like arm row things.
Yeah.
She does that. She'll do that, and then the bike. And she also, she just got cleared to do the elliptical. So, but yeah, we had been doing like I don't even know what that's called, but the arm elliptical. I don't know what that's called, but yeah, something that thing. But yeah, she's been doing that for a while just to keep her cardio up a little bit. But
do you think she's ready for the Alter G, or do you think she will be?
I think she's close. I don't think she's quite ready yet. I think we need to get a little bit. So right now, to treat the nerve damage, she also has hypersensitivity. So I think that one of the perineal nerves, either the common or the superficial, was damaged where it's causing the paresthesia. But then I think the other, one or the other, one of them is causing the paresthesia, and then the other is causing hypersensitivity. So it's just super, like, as soon as she takes her boot off, everything's super sensitive.
Yeah.
So the way we're treating that right now is we're having her doing exercises in the hot tub and just having the water circulate over that area to desensitize the nerve and kind of get the sensitivity back to where it should be. And so we're doing that as well as just the full range of motion exercises. But I think she's almost ready for Alter G.
So do you guys ice at all, or is that going to be kind of contraindicated by her nerves?
It just depends on pain. So like we'll ice. Like what I usually say when somebody asks me for ice, I'll just say you place it and I'll wrap it. So like I'll let her place it where it doesn't hurt, and then I'll wrap it on. But if if JJ's treating her, I don't know that he says that, but he'll do. We were doing ice and stem for a while, and I think he still wants to stay with that just to increase the increase the treatment of hypersensitivity by just providing those different stimulations. But yeah.
Are you going to start Game Ready or Normatec or anything?
I think she was doing Normatec for a while because another symptom that she had was an intermuscular hematoma. So, dude, it's wild. There's literally new symptoms that pop up every time I read her file. Like, so we were doing Normatec on her for a while. I don't think she's done Game Ready. I think as far as I'm aware, we've only used Game Ready like once, and it was in place of Normatec. It was because we didn't have a Normatec out at the field. And it was just for like an on-the-field treatment. But yeah, so she has been, but not lately. She's been more full range of motion, strengthening exercises.
Okay. Well, I think the one thing I've never heard of is you telling the athlete where to place the ice. Maybe because like I know they know their bodies and they feel a lot of pain, but I think it would be interesting to hear what the preceptors have to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, the athletes might know about their bodies, but we're trying to target a specific area."
Yeah.
Ice. But then again, ice bags are big enough that they're probably gonna get the entire area.
Yeah.
That would be a problem, but yeah, I don't know.
And a lot of times I say that just so like tonight when I was wrapping a shoulder, one of our girls has a bad shoulder. I have no idea where it hurts. I've never, I haven't really treated her shoulder very much. So I just said, you put it where it hurts and then I'll wrap it on. Like, cause I don't want to say, let's put it right there and then wrap it on. And it's like, oh no, it actually hurts here. You put it back here, but it hurts here. Like, so that's kind of my thing there. But I haven't ever asked him about that, but I think I should.
Well, I know some of the high school people, they just make their own ice bags and then they come to me, they're like, can you wrap it on? And they're holding it already.
Yeah.
And then, I always ask them just to hold it because, it's going to slip the first couple times that you better wrap it. So I'm doing a similar thing to you. I'm just not telling you that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. That's all I have for you.
All right, man. Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Are you going to send me the